got no time for pain, man.
I know, no time for the pain.
So this is the Sunny Day crew, hard at work, setting an interior wall. They spent all morning setting trusses. You can see the crane is up here, holding the gable end truss.
Right here behind you.
So this guy right here, he's our lead man, the head framing chief carpenter.
I know nothing.
Say hey to him.
Don't be standing behind her making funny faces.
There they are, checking level.
The bottom's got to go that way, man.
Does it?
Yeah. Good. That was good. With your pump stick?
No, not yet.
You got to match up to this wall.
Push it in and match it up. Needs to go in low.
Got a bow with your boards there a little bit. Nail your top. Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's just one. I'll go on there. Nail up top. And up. Oh.
Ready?
Good. Yes, ma'am.
So Tim, can you tell me a little bit about how this house was framed?
We used Oriental strand board. We try to use as much, earth-friendly, sustainable wood as possible. This is all series level I framing. I don't know if you can see the stamp on there. They crown everything, and this comes from this wood here comes from a sustainable forest. That's as soon as these trees are harvested, they're replanted. And it's, you're not, tearing up a forest, and it's grown just like you would grow corn or anything else. This is Oriental strand plywood that we put on the exterior. This is also a green product because it's used, as you can see, it's looks kind of like straw bale. It's recycled wood that they, is cut-offs, and they glue it together, and it's very structural. You can see your gable ends on your trusses are done with that, and once everything, your exterior goes on it, it's just like putting a solid sheet of plywood, which is very costly, and it's not a green product. You can see this is framed, it looks pretty wide. There's 2-foot centers. Wood is not a good insulator, and by using that, we'll be able to foam these walls with a closed cell foam, and that will be one, imagine your cooler. This would be, 5.5 inches of solid foam, and that gets cut flush to the inside. And then there's a vapor barrier that goes over the inside with your 5/8 drywall on the lid and 1/2 inch on the walls, which is it's just really a good way to build. It really.
So the big difference in this exterior wall is you have wider studs, 2x6s.
Yes, we don't go 16 on center, because if I had another stud here, you actually use 1/3 more studs in the exterior walls, because you would actually come 15 1/4 so that you could lay out for your substrate to nail to, and then you would go 16 from there. So imagine another stud there, and another stud here, and another stud there, and by the time you foam all that, if you were to put we have a heat gun that radiates, tells how much heat loss we have in a wall. Around headers, windows and doors are always a bad place, and all that is also foam. There's flange windows that we'll put in, and all this will be foamed. So a picture, also the header, we hold the headers, flush to the outside. That also, if we were to put the heat gun on there, you would just see the heat loss all around the windows and the doors. And by keeping this on a 2-foot frame, we don't have to worry about that. It gives you much more R factor, and it's going to help you, with your points for your green, your energy savings, and you'll notice it on your heat bill. I mean, if we were to do that, we go retrofit a lot of homes, and after we go in, we do a report, a blower door test, and when we go back out, and it's like night and day. It really is. So it's saving the planet, saving your energy, keep your costs down, and it's a big plus. If everybody started doing that, we'd be a better world. Something for the grandkids.